you through a transaction and from start to end, and you'll see how easy it is. So let's get moving here. All right. So buy now, pay later. You guys are all land-based. I'm sure that you've heard of buy now, pay later. If you shop on Amazon, if you shop anywhere like that, it's all over the place right now. It's one of the hottest ways to finance purchases at this moment. We are focused on the travel industry, but it does help to make purchases, especially larger purchases, a little bit easier to obtain for your guests. It's easier than, from a $10,000 conversation down to a $450 per month conversation is really positive. Buy now, pay later is super flexible. It's affordable. It's one time only. It's not a revolving credit card where you're paying interest on interest. You're able to make smarter financial decisions throughout and know exactly when you're going to have these things paid off. It's just a really good bridge between your daily credit card that you use all the time and buying a significant piece of jewelry or handbags or something like that on a buy now pay later loan. So FlexPay is a leading buy now pay later provider. We work with all the major cruise lines and for people to buy their cruises now and pay for them later. Like I said, we just started with the onboard purchases about a year ago, and now we're branching out with Starboard Resorts, which is great. The financing takes place of what we call close-ended loans with set monthly payments. I'll give you a quick example. Go to the Apple store, buy your iPhone, right? $1,000, or just say it's $1,000. Over 12 months, you have that same monthly payment all throughout that 12 months. And then once you hit that 12 months, make that last payment, you're done. The loan is done. It's not like a credit card where you can then go spend the $1,000 again. It's not like that. So it's just once you're done, you're done. We utilize a lot of different lending partners to help us facilitate this. So we are not a bank. We do not want to be. We're a financial tech company. So the banks are on one side, you and your customers are on the other. We're in the middle, connecting your customers with the banks and the loans and the funds that they need. If you or your guests ever want to know anything more about who our partners are, there's a website down at the bottom that they can go to. You're free to give that out to the guests as well. They can see it when they go onto our website as well. So why choose FlexPay? So it's a very quick and easy application. I showed Quentin about a month ago. It's really, 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 really quick and easy. There's no hard credit pull, so the customers can check their eligibility without impacting their credit. We do special promotions from time to time with each merchant. Some things like interest-free and no down payments. When we do things like that, though, not everyone is going to be eligible because it still does depend on their credit profile. So we still do look at and make sure that when we're lending to somebody, that it is going to be somebody that is going to pay the money back. From a transparency perspective, we want to be as transparent as possible with our customers. We let them know what the total cost of the financing is, what their interest is, how many payments. All of that information is sent to them multiple times at the conclusion of their application, but also immediately after as well. And then our portal that they have access to will have all of that information there for them as well. We have predictable monthly payments for a fixed term. I think I mentioned that just before. It's 12 months or 18 months, whatever they choose, and it's that same payment every month. So they're able to work it into their monthly budget, which is a fantastic option for everybody. Last but not least, we don't charge any late fees. So unlike a credit card where, if you don't pay it off after the month, you get interest. And then the next month you get interest on the interest if you don't pay it back. Well, we don't charge late fees. What we do is we roll it into the next payments, and then the payments will go up. But we do not charge any late fees over that. All right, this is what we call the money slide. So this is the one that really need to pay attention to. But also, I sent you guys the deck just before this call, and you can print this out and just make sure that you and your teams know everything on this sheet, because this is where the majority of the frequently asked questions come from. So I'll start from the left on the order costs. So the smallest transaction that we can do at this time is $100. The maximum is $25,000. The interesting part here is there's no maximum on the number of plans that a customer can have. So if I buy this iPhone, go back to the iPhone example, if I buy the iPhone today and do a loan for that iPhone, 2 days later, I come back and I get the AirPods. That's two separate loans, right? And that's totally okay. And the other part to this is if my wife wants to get her iPhone, she can do that, right? And we can charge it to the same, she can do that. Or if we want to go in and say, buy something for $10,000, my wife wants to do a $5,000, I want to do a $5,000 loan, you can do that and then pay with the two virtual credit cards that we give you. So it can be combined in different ways. From an eligibility perspective, number one is the customer has to be 18 years old or older. They have to be a resident of the United States at this time. We are working on additional countries coming online this year. It's part of our roadmap for this year. But right now, it's just residents of the United States. There is a caveat with that. Residents of Iowa, West Virginia, and actually Washington, D.C. Will not be able to use FlexPay. It's not that we, have a grudge against those states. It's that those states do have have laws in place against buy now, pay later, and nobody in this space can offer those type of loans to those to residents from those states. They must have a debit card or their login credentials for their U.S. bank account. The debit card has to be from a U.S. bank, and the bank account has to be from a U.S. bank account. Last but not least, I should have changed this one out, but this is that was something more for the ships. But it says the customer confirmed using their sail and sign card. That's more for the ships. You will have a one-time password sent to the guest, and they'll complete things on their phone, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. So just scratch that off. I miss taking that one off for you guys. Forms of repayment accepted: debit cards and U.S. bank accounts. Not accepted are credit cards. We don't accept credit as a form of payment for credit. And then the prepaid cards that you get like at a Walgreens or CVS or supermarket, we don't accept those for payment either. It has to be a U.S. debit card or a U.S. bank account. The reason for this is that way we're able to form a very solid relationship with the guest or the customer and be able to withdraw the funds as needed and make it easier for the guest to pay off their loan. At the end of the day, we're just trying to get our money back and make some interest. So that's how we make our money. Some important information. Some customers may be asked to make a down payment at the time of purchase. So this is really dependent on their credit profiles, and if they're a bit riskier, then they may have to put a down payment down. If they do choose to do that and proceed with the loan, then the payment will be 30 days from the date of the purchase. Their next payment will be 30 days from the date of the purchase. If they get zero down at time of purchase, their first payment will be in 30 days. So some customers will get a down payment request to complete the payment or to complete the loan. Some will not. In any case, 30 days after the loan, the transaction is settled, the first payment is due. As I mentioned, the availability is for full or partial order amount. Again, the example would be like a $10,000 sale, and husband and wife want to buy, but they don't want to take out one loan. They want to do half and half. So each takes out $5,000. As long as you have the ability to run multiple credit cards through your credit processor and your POS, then there's no issues from our side. So it's really down to your capabilities in your POS system. Throughout this, the guests will, or the customers, I keep on saying guests, The customers will have 3 to 24 month payment terms available to them. When we get to the demonstration, I'll show you exactly that. When they go through the application, they get 3 options, and that's anywhere from 3 to 24 months for them to pay off that loan. So I will pause here because I just threw a ton of information at you.